Good morning, zookeepers, and welcome back. Today we're on Planet Zoo and we're making an enclosure for the red-crowned crane. And I'm going to make it nice and simple, a small kind of aviary sort of build, and try and make a little simple build. And as you see, I kind of already did it. Now, I did hit the record button, but for whatever reason, it didn't record. I don't know why, but that happened. But as you can see, it's just a simple wood wall around, and then I put the like one-sided viewing glass because you want to give them a bit of privacy, make it seem that they're not completely watched, so they act a bit more natural and not shying away and hiding off somewhere. As well, I made the building pretty simple as well, had holes all the way around so you can sort of see into the sleeping area, even though they don't really require beds. I sort of put like nesting material on there, just feels nice for them, and looks a little bit more like a nice habitat rather than just leaving them on a bed of grass. So yeah, I made this nice little shelter for them. I tried keeping with a slight tropical theme. Like my idea behind it was this kind of like temple. I don't have I think it's the South American pack where you get all the like jungle temple stuff. So this is my substitute to it. I made the path pretty wide around the majority of the enclosure because I'm going to be doing things there a little bit later on. But anyways, I'm going on to the plants and I try and plant this up as much as I can. Again, to add that sort of like private kind of feel to it, so they've got plenty of hiding spaces, makes it harder for you to see them straight away, gives you that kind of like nice like lines of views, like different backgrounds. It hides the wood a bit, and I like going overboard with plants a little bit, not too crazy. Like I still like I've watched a few videos recently, and some of the plants that people put in enclosure, the way they do it, it looks absolutely insane. Eventually I might go around to doing things like that, but for now I'm just going to keep it as not as simple as possible, really. But yeah, anyways, going back to this, I'm going to do the rock work only in certain areas because I'm going to try and mix the ground up with a little bit of sand here and there, so then they've got like these nice little slopes into the waterway. But then the rock work definitely makes it stand out a bit, kind of looks more like a structure rather than just a hole in the ground. Adds that kind of decoration feel. And if you watch any of my other videos, you'll know that I absolutely love placing rocks, especially in Jurassic World Evolution 2, where I put absolute tons. I don't put as many rocks in Planet Zoo. I try not to, because otherwise I know I'm going to end up with a rock valley, even though it's meant to be a tropical jungle. And yeah, but it's just a nice little simple enclosure, this. I'll be putting it in workshop as well, so you can add it to your zoos if you'd wish. It's just like I say enclosure, it's more an aviary. I put like all the after this I'll be putting like the wiring down on the roof, so technically they can't fly away. I know they don't fly in game, but realistically you don't want them to like just take off and fly into town. I could have made the roof fancy, but honestly watching someone, like I watched a video of how to make the fancy aviary netting looking roof, and to be honest, I don't have enough time in the day to do that. I think I would even get like Thursday's video out if I was doing that. I think it would spend nearly a week's worth of me being able to play it with the time I have to even attempt to make the roof, let alone the rest of the aviary. So yeah, that's something for another future project maybe, if I'm doing it bit by bit whilst I'm doing other things, because they do look really cool, those aviaries. But I went for the simple look, high walls, flat top, support beams here and there, and I feel like it adds to that kind of look. Kind of looks cool. There was an aviary like this at my university I went to, and it was a lot smaller than this one anyways, because it only housed what was it now? I think it was a golden pheasant it housed. Beautiful bird. And yeah, it was just a nice simple box aviary, like aviary. It looks a bit like this, a building in the middle. It was kind of cool. So that's my inspiration for this build, was literally off that, and then throwing in the, instead of a wooden house in the middle, using a tropical one. Anyways, I want to bring up this really cool feature that Pancha Kamak actually showed off on his YouTube, and something I didn't know. I didn't even search in the past how I could connect the cameras to the telly, because I would have thought that would have been a thing, especially with the webcam. And on Reddit and things like that, people were saying that, oh yeah, it's only there for your customers because they can watch it at home or etc. So it adds more viewing of your creatures, which improves your park stats. Now I was like, oh okay, so I left it be. Anyway, I saw this video And I was like, oh wow, you can actually do what I was actually trying to do ages ago, and I didn't know about it. So yeah, thank you very much, Pancha. Like, this has helped me loads. I mean, I want to use it very simply in it. I've got better ideas in the future of different builds to use this, but it's kind of cool. You put your camera down like I'm doing now. I decided to use a security camera because I like the look of it. It looks kind of cool, especially that dome thing. But you can use the, like I said, the webcam trail cameras, I think they're called. You can use those, and then it's simple as you get your screen, you put your screen down. So I'm going to place mine on this corner here, so when guests aren't looking through, if they're in the house, you can sort of see them. And it's actually really easy to do. Like, I'm just trying to see, past biology is trying to find one here that he likes the size of, and you place it down, and when you select on it, all you have to do is change its name to Big Brother, because as you can see right now, if I go into the cameras, it's only showing the burrow, which is not what I want. So you go up there, type in Big Brother, a bit like the Big Brother house. It's kind of like one of those Easter eggs where you can name a zookeeper and it does different dances and things like this. It's very similar, but now I've changed it to Big Brother. You can now get all the security cameras and trail cams onto the screen. So if I pause the game, ta-da, there we go. And it's very memey in the sense of, like, have you ever seen on the news when they put like a CCTV screenshot up, like, hey, have you seen this man? And it's just a bunch of like pixels. It's a bit like that, but just to prove that it actually works, if I place this in here nice and bright, so it should be easy for us to see. And as you can see on the camera, it's right there. This is really cool. Like, I absolutely love that it is an actual thing, and I didn't know about it. Even Googling it, I didn't see anything on it other than you can't do it. So this was a nice surprise for me to actually find out that this was actually possible. And if I put one of the cranes in there, you'll see the kind of graphics it is. It's kind of slow. It is like watching CCTV. Like, for the, I know some places have great CCTV, but a lot of places don't. But you can see the crane in there. You can do like lots of cool, like, different sort of things with. And yeah, it's just a nice addition to any of your enclosures if you've got hiding spots and you want your guests to be able to see inside of them. Anyways, this is my enclosure completely done now. It is on, like I said, I placed on Workshop. So if you do want to add it to your zoos, you can do. It's nice and easy. It's pretty much a square and it's not massive, so you can easily find a small spot that you want to fill in and you want to put an aviary bird such as the red crown crane in there. You can just go and stick it down in a nice simple box area and sort of decorate around it if you wish, and obviously change. If you do use it and you want to show it to me, you can go and like get a screenshot of it, put it on any of your socials and tag me in it. I'd love to see what people do with any of my builds that they put into their zoos and if they change them up or anything like that. But yeah, these birds are amazing. Look how lovely they are. Something I found out as well, you can see directly through the nose, like the hole in the beak, and that's actually something that you do in real life. So it's kind of cool. There's a lot of attention to detail with these models, and they look great. And they do pretty much what cranes do, which if you've ever gone to a zoo and seen a crane, sometimes they dance. But the majority of the time, they're just sort of stood there, either hiding, staring at you, wondering why you're staring at them. But yeah, I really enjoyed them, and obviously this is from the Wetland DLC, which I've recently just acquired. So that's got things like capybara in, it's got another croc in there, or an alligator, I can't fully remember, the cranes, and various other things like short-clawed otter. So I'm excited to make some more enclosures, especially for them. I think my next enclosure I might be incorporating, it won't be the next enclosure, be incorporating the capybara to one of my little island projects I already made, just because I said I wanted to do that. I was thinking of doing like a housing area and things like this. But yeah, this was a nice simple enclosure. I think it took me maybe half an hour to, yeah, probably about half an hour to make. The faffy bit was the corners with using the netting and things like that and trying to get that sorted. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this and it's given you some inspiration. Let me know in the comments if you actually like this build, what would you change to it? And as always, till next time, I'll see you later.